And we're back with our last pack today for our score in the Charterhouse University's Department of Alchemy, where there seem to be some wild, strange animals being kept under under the floor in the basement. We have just seen how from the undersea just got released onto the main hall, but that's not a concern for now because most people have managed to go towards the basement, except for Cinder. How do you want to handle that, Travis? Do you want to try to reunite with the others, or how do you want to do it?
Um, I'll be honest with you. I was really planning on starting a fire and doing a lot of damage, which I've already started.
Yeah.
So you can cue me whenever you want to, like when they're making an escape or something like that, and or if you want to put me into danger, we can do something sooner. I don't. But yeah, the focus on the rest of the three of them until they're like escaping, and then I'm infernoing the place. That's perfect.
Sounds good. So, uh, Bittergreen, Tethera, and Rovdyr do get downstairs. You start going down this spiraling staircase uh, made of metal. This is definitely not the usual thing you find in Duskull, uh, medical equipment and sort of like rooms or places designed to handle that kind of work is not really seen or very common around here. So something about the smell, the coldness of the air, the how everything is so metallic makes it seem almost alien in some ways. This is definitely out of your comfort zone, I would say, for most of you. So you do get down, and you will see that this thing has basically a main corridor with some rooms on each side, basically like how you would see a hospital sort of hallway. Probably there are some noises of people trying to say whatever work they can. Uh, the scientists, at least, are very disturbed, and you can probably hear some animal cries around. So, what do you want to do?
Hmm.
Is there like a railing with like iron bar, like because I know we're doing downstairs and stuff, right? Is there kind of some sort of railing? Because I almost have this kind of idea of basically just dragging the primitive kind of fang tooth club or whatever down the railing to make this nice little tung 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 as Rovdyr starts to just make his way down the stairs. Because I think he wants to be heard as he's arriving. For the people basically desperately trying to save work and all that, he wants to get attention.
Okay.
That sounds appropriate. So, what are you putting down with the stars? I didn't catch that.
Oh, basically just his normal club, basically using that to kind of make
Oh,
the tun, 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 tun,
sure.
So that I think sounds like kind of a command role to me.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Command. He does still have the animalistic traits, I would say, just for funsies.
Yeah, just to get it to great effect. Why not?
Why not? And yeah, I think what would be my position and effect for this?
Probably controlled. Yeah,
Control, yeah,
controlled great.
because
Yeah.
that would make sense. Controlled effect.
Great, great.
I'll take it. Let's just roll that one die. Let's see what happens. Let's see what kind of reaction he gets. Okay, that's a 3. So I imagine maybe even in the like maybe it's just not heard. Like maybe there's just too much. So he was hoping for this dramatic entrance, and it just didn't happen.
There's like a roar from an animal down beneath. Like
Yeah. I think that's what happens. Like you're trying to do your little thing with the club, but then like one of the beasts that's inside one of the rooms just like roars so loudly that you cannot even hear your steps for a second.
Okay. Just for gathering information purposes, where does Tethera think the weakness is here? What's the what seems to stand out to him as an obvious target, or the target to cause some damage?
So as far as you can tell, there are a couple of rooms that are open. So people seem to be in those ones in particular. You don't know if the other ones have animals inside of them or not, but the ones that are the most exposed seem like a good shot.
All right. I think I don't want. Actually, I don't want to start splitting people up again already. Just to look at this. Well, any place we start is a good start. Work our way through the doors, or do you want to try the ones that are locked first?
Just start opening and breaking things.
In here, and just nearest door. Let's go in. Let some stuff out.
Sure. So, let me think.
I would guess we do it until something stops us.
Yeah. I'm just taking a look here.
Yeah, what kind of animals do we have down here?
Oh, that would be fun to describe.
Horrific animal generator. No.
I'm probably that exists, actually.
You can just play Sim
That
Life.
All right, cool. So here's the thing. If you just want to wreck this place, you can probably just do a group action to like do some overall general wrecking. However, we did want to tie this into the next score. It's on. So maybe if what we're looking for around here is one of the components, that would already give us something different to work with. So whether you want to go just crazy on this area, or if you want to specifically go for the animal that you're looking for first and then everything go fire.
I think we're sort of, excuse me, speaking of everybody, I think we're just going in, having a look. If it's not one, we open what we can, but don't spend too much time on it. Just quickly, not here, cage, don't care.
Yeah,
not
like,
even looking to see if
we're
they got
looking
out.
for the magic ferret or whatever. It's
Can I
gonna end up being.
suggest what that is?
Sure, yeah.
A creature that remembered the sun. What about like a Galapagos turtle? Like a tortoise. But gigantic.
How are we gonna move that?
Yeah, that's the question, isn't it?
How gigantic? Are we talking about big as a goat or
bigger than
big
a
as a
goat.
room?
Like
Yeah, big as a
horse sized?
Yeah, like
oh dear. I mean, the terrible person who goes, do we need to transport it or it's sold? But that's the terrible person in me.
Yeah.
I think the alchemist in Bittergreen is like, we probably need the whole thing.
Oh, fair.
Well, so as a crew, we're supposed to be friendly with the occult types rather than...
Yep.
Okay, so but I would say in the meantime, we're just going room to room looking for the very giant turtle, and I honestly don't think Rovdyr's being gentle with any scientist they run into. I think he just is going more to maim and scare rather than actually kill anyone. he
Mhm.
wants people to remember this chaos. He wants them to remember fear. He missed his one chance to scare people, but
We're a scary
No,
bunch anyway.
I think that it's still scary in the sense that when people turn and see you in the doorway, they kind of start to scream. One of them got out, but then it turns out it's not one of them. It's a different thing.
You wish.
Yeah.
swear to me, full Batman.
So let's see that in amidst the scaring and spooking and the scientists trying to get as many vials and little like tests in bottles to like try to get out as quickly as they can, you do find one room that just has this very deep rhythmical breathing, and when you force the door to open it, you find this how tall, like 2 meters, maybe almost 3 meters tall tortoise that's just staring them straight in the eye. And it's sort of like that same sensation you have with Cinder, where you can tell he's sentient and conscious. But this thing is, I think, goes even beyond that. Like you can tell that this creature is wise.
Mm.
Interesting. Just a lovely. All right. We're here to help. Al remains to be seen, but they got you in here somehow, so we've got to get you out.
Are there sewers underneath here?
There could be.
I don't know if I have the stress to pull this off, but like I'm thinking like flashback of setting up the I don't know, Scove crew basically to get down into the sewers and basically listen for whatever signal to drill up and basically just go out through the sewers essentially.
We have the underground like maps and keys,
Good. Yes.
so we would probably know.
I'll say, yeah, like flashback to 24 hours ago, Rovdyr pacing around the table and our like maps all on the table, and we're all just like planning out, okay, and we send the Scove letters, they're, whatever.
What, zombies?
No, just Rovdyr's growling quickly. Or,
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
How much would a stress like that, or how much stress would a flashback like that cost? And
I am tempted to say 3.
and can we spread that?
I don't mind it personally.
Can I take the stress for setting up the what was it? We can just blow up through the exit. Because that's wrecking stuff, which I'm good at.
I mean, you will have to roll anyway for the drilling.
Yep.
Yeah. So, how about you take one stress for thinking of and saying, yeah, we need to do it here, and then I go and do it.
So basically, I'll take 1, you take 2? Or okay, sounds good.
If you're happy with 2 for actually doing the wrecking.
I have 2 in rec. I have.
Can I make an alternative suggestion?
Oh yeah, go ahead.
That I take all 3,
Sure.
and that gives me a trauma.
Oh.
I want to be out of the scene because of the immense power of this creature's dream. So Bittergreen just collapses.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Just sees it and goes.
Yeah, Rovdyr is not happy about that at all. He dumped some papers off of a desk just to be spiteful and pissed off. And
I think that the aura of this creature is so strong that you don't even need to touch it. Like just by being near it, you start seeing images of the sun and of the sunset, the landscape, and you just pass out, man.
I guess Tethera will try and catch, but I don't think it really matters if he misses or not. But I'm just going to roll, just see if I can manage to grab him.
Yep.
No, I miss. That's a 3.
So
He doesn't bounce for very long.
All right, let's get drilling through the floor, I guess.
yeah, glove under
Reach payday,
friend.
fellas.
Let's go.
Do you want to make this a group rec roll so I can help you out?
Okay.
Just 'cause
Yeah, I'll take lead on it. I've got 2 dice and wreck. I've got some stress.
I'll
Spare.
mark the I'll mark the demolition tools. I think.
Good point, actually.
Do you have demolition tools?
It's something you can have. I think it's 2.
It's 2 load, but I
Yeah.
still have room.
Yeah, it's a generic item
I'm
for
going to
everybody.
do that as well, if that's all right. So I can have an extra. Do we get an extra dice for it? For having the
You
tools?
probably get effect. So you get a standard effect for that.
Not
Cool.
just
So I'm going to
trying
mark off a tool as well.
All right.
Wrecking tools.
So it's a little more effective than just trying to chip away at the floor with our hands and feet.
I could, but I'm a bit tired, so we'll do it the easy
Yeah.
way.
All right, position would be, I guess, controlled or still risky because something could pop in at any moment.
I'm going to say risky, yeah.
I just now have this picture of us chiseling away around this turtle, and there's just a passed out dude on the floor that we've just kind of left there. Like, well,
Using to block the door.
yeah.
Right, come on, good dice. Double 5s.
Snake eyes.
Wow.
Ah, this is not my night. I'm gonna probably put these in dice jail for a while.
So you still succeeded, sadly. Yeah, so are you literally drilling around the tortoise?
I think that's the plan.
So the whole floor just like goes.
I think we're actually been doing like the entire room. Like the room it's as a whole is supposed to boom, go down into the, and then we just like load up from there.
I was picturing alchemical thermite kind of thing. Just as an outline. I will say that we've not had our Devil's Bargain animals show up yet.
Oh.
Thanks, Craig.
Yeah,
Appreciate
yeah,
it.
thank you.
It was his idea.
Speaking of which, you haven't hit us with that yet.
Yeah, that's a very good point. I was just thinking about a different consequence, but I do like that. You know, I don't think this is violent, actually. They're just stealing. They are just existing. It's okay. They don't need to move. They don't need to eat. They're just there. However, probably the creatures that are in the area that the scientists are trying to like get some information and then get out, some of them are still so altered that they probably managed to like the parts of their cages and just start running straight towards you. So they just want to like destroy whatever it's moving. And I think this is going to be a very big gorilla with 4 arms.
I want it.
Yeah, I know, right? And
We
4 human arms or 4 gorilla arms? Or some kind of other animal's arms.
That's funny. What if it's like this might be
T-Rex.
too weird, but
No such thing.
what?
No
Yeah.
such thing as too weird.
So how do you call this? What if it has crab arms?
Oh no.
Oh, that's
Cool.
awful. Maybe like
I
some
know it's awful,
barnacles.
that's why I said I shouldn't.
Yes,
Yeah, do it.
I'm into it. I am gonna find a way to make this thing my pet.
Rovdyr, are you sure these aren't your friends?
They might be.
It's a kindred spirit, isn't it? I can see the family resemblance.
All right.
Definitely share some traits. So yeah, these things start running towards you. I think, you still manage to drill the floor, but I don't think you've managed to pass through it, because the part that you'd managed to drill out, that's big enough to actually get the tortoise through. You are still caught in the drilling when these things arrive and just try to confront you, probably. So I think it's probably going to be the sort of situation where you kind of fall with them, like down the sewers. You are kind
Nice.
of caught in this duel with the very dexterous crab gorillas. And
Well, sorry.
Go ahead.
yeah, you just make it to the sewers. You can see all the water flowing. You are not, you didn't make it directly into the water, because the Scotland people were like their side, so you could actually get to so much of the concrete that was in there. So you probably fall in one of these safe points that is very close to the water, but it's like still safe.
Nice. Okay.
I actually have an idea, unless you have a strong one. I haven't used my vermin ability yet, and I feel like this is a good time. So we're down closer to the water, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we're kind of like locked into this struggle of this angry crab arm ape. And I think Rovdyr changes something with the whistle, the noisemaker, and blows on it again, and these little hair things start crawling out of like that sewer water. Has anyone seen wild leeches?
No.
No.
Is
They
this a
look like
movie?
No, leeches.
The animals.
The actual animal. Like if you see them like in Sri Lanka or Thailand or somewhere, they look like little like inchworms. Like if you don't see them, or if you don't really realize, it almost looks like these waving grass. But like a swarm of them start coming out of the water, and I can basically take the stress to summon that vermin swarm, and the goal is to direct them towards the gorilla and basically distract it enough that it doesn't want to deal with us right now, or it's busy trying to tear stuff off.
Doesn't have the hands for it.
I mean, our claws really great for ripping. Oh yeah, they're not dexterous. That's what I'm hoping.
I think that the action here can be something to distract it, actually. You don't need to do anything to summon those things, right?
There's no
And
roll
you
to
need
summon.
I don't need to roll to summon.
No.
I might need to roll to command. Let me double check. On the sheet, it just says roll, I think, command, but I just want to check the actual playbook just to make sure I'm doing it right. You can summon a swarm of vermin. To command, take 1 stress when you summon a swarm, +1 for each extra feature. Yeah, I think I have to command them. So they're summoned. I think I have to command them to do stuff.
Sure, go for it.
All right, so I'll just mark off the stress just to summon them. And then position and effect.
Can I
It
do a
should be a fortune
setup
roll.
action to make it more effective?
You are unconscious though.
It doesn't matter. I have a dream form.
Right.
Even while unconscious,
Okay.
I can appear as an electroplasmic vapor that resembles my living body. So I think even while still unconscious, like his body doesn't move, but there's like a ghost version standing there.
Mm-hmm.
I want to use that to inception the ape crab
Okay.
to try and make it remember that its mother was killed by leeches. So I'd like to go back into the creature's memory of its mother and introduce a load of leeches to that equation. How does that sound?
That sounds like the best thing ever.
Oh,
Very
goodness.
cool.
Okay.
So Dreamform doesn't need anything, but if I fail, it's possible that my dream form is separated from my body and becomes its own separate, distinct entity.
Okay. Yes. Roll for that.
Can to get an extra dice in a tune. So what's the position?
So you're trying to. Okay. So if you have a dream form. It's not like this thing can harm you anyway.
I think inside something's mind, when you're in there, you can suffer sort of psychic damage.
Okay. So in that
Good
case,
sound,
it's
mate.
risky. And it's an animal. It's a suggestible creature. So I'm going to say it's great effect.
Okay, I'll roll some dice. That's 2 4s.
It's an effect. It's a success. It's
Success.
a success.
It is a success. So you only separate your dream form when you like roll like a big failure or kind of minor failure.
Whenever I'm asleep or unconscious, I can be a dream form.
No, but I mean like the consequence you mentioned of
Oh yeah.
possibly separating the
Level
two.
2 harm or greater.
So yeah, give me a level 2 psychic harm, and then there's another version of Bittergreen Ambrose, kind of in the ghost field.
I really dig that personally.
I dig it, just not dig it. It's terrifying.
I think that you like as you go inside these memories and you start to alter them, like you are so ethereal right now. There's not any connection to your physical body, and this thing just starts to grow so aware of it being so different, right? Like from your physical form,
Yeah.
that it does start like becoming its own thing. And I don't know if you can feel yourself getting back to your body while this thing is just standing
Yeah.
there inside
Yes.
the memory and just looking back at you as you get away.
Good. Maybe it's like the level 2 harm, like terrified of apes, crabs, and leeches. I don't know.
Yeah.
Some kind of phobia.
Nightmares of crustaceans, apes, and
Very specific fear though.
Or just like recurring nightmares. So he is kept awake and cannot rest while these memories are in his head.
Yeah, so you've made it into the sewers. The Scotlanders probably had some sort of boat ready, so you have the underway maps and keys, so you kind of know how to navigate your way around the flow of the waters. So it's just a matter of taking the right turns, and you probably know how to make your way back, right?
The setup action for the actual leech attack, or are we
Yes, that is correct. I had forgotten about that part.
yeah, as I said, I still have to roll to command them. Otherwise, we might just
Yeah.
have a bunch of sewer leeches all around.
It's very common in
I
this
mean-
place.
Why not?
Why not?
Gotta eat
What
something.
happened? What happens when you release like deadly leeches on the seawards? It's okay.
I'm sure. I mean, there's people that have leech pets.
Yeah. Eel farm escapees go feral and mutated or something.
Oof. All right. 1 die, position and effect.
So I would say risky standard probably, right? Because they took you, they gave you more effect basically.
That's fair. Is there a good devil's bargain for this?
A good devil's bargain for this. I think that these things, the gorilla and the leeches, will eventually come to an understanding.
That is horrifying in way too many ways. Yes.
New rivals unlocked.
We're working together. What? Okay, yeah. Let's go with the symbiotic or gorilla leech relationship. This is gonna haunt my nightmares. All right, so that gets me up to 2 dice. Fingers crossed. How bad can it go? 3
It's bad.
and a 6.
Hey.
Nailed it.
I nailed finally. I use different dice, so the other ones aren't dice.
Yeah. So this is already getting horrifying. I think we're nailing the horror movie tone here. So you'll just see these leeches crawling up the gorilla, and the gorilla tries to like cut them, but his little claws aren't like good enough to catch them because they are very tiny. He's really trying his hardest, but the leeches probably make him turn towards the floor, and probably he's very caught up, like trying to cut through these things while you have a chance to escape.
And yeah,
For now, they are fighting.
I think Rovdyr gives the "we need to go" deep Scotland accent, like "we need to go. We have about 5 minutes before it forms a hive mind or something like that."
I kind of want to see how this turns out, but all right.
Yeah. Tethera's like, can you do that to me?
Yeah, I think we work on loading the turtle onto whatever raft or canal boat or something we had set up, I would imagine, to basically make our way away.
Exit stage below.
And the ghost of Bittergreen says, where's Cinder?
And on
Where
that
is Cinder?
Meanwhile, how many rec rolls should I roll?
Well, I would say that the fire is pretty likely to expand. I will say that will probably give you a lot of heat.
Hey.
Like,
I almost have the idea the floor like collapses in the inferno and Cinder just kind of like pops down. And
I had the same idea. Like everyone looks at each other. Hey, where's Cinder? And
Sure, that works.
Unless you had another idea.
I like it. That's cool.
No, I was going to start more fire. That's all.
Cool. So unless you want to roll for something specific that you want to get out of that fire spreading, I think that it's pretty safe to assume that, people are going to get scared, run out of the building. The fire spreads like fire does. And amidst the chaos, you probably find your way through the same route these guys made. They are probably easy to follow through their scent, so it shouldn't give you much trouble.
That's
I
fair.
can dig it.
Awesome. So I think our last shot is everyone running in that raft with a very wise old tortoise on it. Which was not how I was envisioning this one, but it's...
I imagine it's just chill. It's not like worried, or it's just like, yep, drifting away. People are taking me. This is cool. This is life.
Yeah. Like we can just see the Department of Alchemy on fire, and then our view is slowly descending until we are in the sewers, and we see the thing just going through the water.
Oh.
With the barge. Nice.
All right. So that leaves us with a very strong ending for our last session. I think that since it will be the last session, we can actually do the downtime at the start. I will probably have time for both. And yeah,
Okay.
we'll have time to kind of put everything together and see how the whole thing resolves.
I can
Sure.
dig it.
Diggity do.
Can you tell us how much heat you got for this?
Yeah, I'm curious how much we racked up.
Let's do that, sure.
You are wanted level 4 stars already. This is...
They're so good at this game.
Speedrunning.
I mean, we're gonna raise the corpse son, so I mean, we might as well just...
Yeah, we need attention.
I really just feel like, unless the inspectors have a personal file on each of us by now, we need to try harder.
So you get 3 rep, actually. And then...
I never marked off rep last time. Oh well. 1, 2, 3. I think we just got 2 last time, didn't we?
Yeah, you only got 2 last time.
It was a little bit out.
2.
I think you're going to get 4 coin as a small job. Captain Rai is going to be very pleased of your performance. He didn't think you would get tiger claws, but you somehow did. So he's very proud and happy about that. And now, hit. After a score or conflict with an opponent, the crew takes hit at +1 hit for a high-profile or well-connected target, which it was. Another one, if the situation happened on hostile turf, I'm not sure about that. Probably.
Probably the
I
whole
don't
city
think
is
they are
hostile.
rivals.
So who manages Chatterhouse?
It's a university. It's its own patch of the city.
All right.
There's
that's-
different universities.
Yeah, cool. And +2 hit if killing was involved. Killing was involved. So we're at 3, and then we have 0 hit for smooth and quiet. No. 2 hit for contained, standard exposure. No. 4 hit for loud and chaotic, high exposure. We can leave it at 4.
We didn't shout our names. I think that's what keeps us from getting too. We're not like, and pay attention to us. I'm Rovdyr of the. That's I think the only way we could have gotten ourselves more heat is just announce our crew names.
The rival dog catcher was there, who knew exactly who you were. Just with.
It's true. And there's one person who might believe him now.
Oh no! Consequences.
Dare they?
Awesome. So we end up with a rampant 7 hit. Feel free to put that on the character sheet. And yeah. Unless anyone wants to have any more scenes for today, I think we can wrap it up.
Time is getting on, so that pushes up to level 101. So just delete those 2. Delete that. Delete that. Cool. That's all. Paperwork's up to date.
All right. So that's it from us today. Thank you for joining us, and we hope you had a fun time. All of these episodes will continue to be up on YouTube, and you can still catch them on Twitch. We will be streaming our last episode next Sunday at 5:30 p.m. GMT, and now the time changed with the US, so I don't know what time that is. What time is it, Travis?
1:30.
1:30. There you go.
That's EST.
So, yes, EST. So my name's Nema. I've been your GM for today, and yeah, thank you for joining us. What have been your names, by the way?
Oh yeah, I've been Jared. Yep.
Mhm.
Thank you for joining us. It was fun.
Hi, I'm Francis. You can see my Forge in the Dark stuff at robotfrancis.itch.io.
I was Craig. Nothing to promote. Pleasure playing. Thanks very much, Emma.
And I'm Travis. And I would encourage everybody to join the Hacked in the Dark community. The Blades Discord, it's nestled in there, but come hang out. There's tons of people all having tons of fun.
Yeah, it's a very lovable community, very open. And yeah, we just have a fun time, whether you're just discussing base blades or discussing about how to hack blades. There are people very interested in both things. So it's a fun place to hang around. So I've been Emma. You can find me at Spooky Mill. And that's it for us today. If you would like to keep in touch with all the things we are doing, besides the Discord, you can also check out our Twitter at Hacked in the Dark. And as always, you can find all of these playbooks and this crew sheet in the itch.io Unusual Suspects jam. It's pretty easy to find. So thank you all again for joining us, and we'll see you next week. Bye.
Bye.
Goodbye.